Welcome back. Alright, so we have gone down to the last part of this graphical design. Probably in about 1 or 2 or maybe 3 episodes, but we're gonna go to the stream UI. Before we're gonna do that, I'm gonna show you guys a little bit about the channel. I've added actually a couple of other banners as well, so we now got about Arc tutorials, which you can click on to get to my channel. And do not hesitate to follow me there. Then we've got the YouTube channel. You now can click on the YouTube banner directly, go to the playlist of all the tutorials. The entire playlist will start playing off from episode 1 till how many episodes there ever will be. Then we've got the DeviantArt, which will give you a little bit of information on. The DeviantArt is where I post the stream UIs, watermarked of course, that I've made for other streamers so far. I always ask a small fee for it. For $50 you get your stream UI customized, offline banner, logo, 5 info bars and a profile banner. I stream that live while I make it, and I always ask payment after I'm done creating. Alright, so for Facebook, Twitter and AFK slideshows and other graphical art, please direct me to my personal post. Please click on About Arc Tutorials and PM me there. Do not PM me on Arc Tutorial channel, please. But you can also PM me on YouTube or on Facebook, Twitter. You can poke me anywhere you want. Alright, so donations, if you like what you've seen so far, taking out these tutorials is a tremendous amount of operations. Donations can be made if you want to, and if you can, click the banner over here. I would absolutely love that. But donations will also help me by sharing the word, sharing this channel and sharing my YouTube channel in order to show other people on how they can start streaming. And of course Facebook and Twitter, which we added earlier on. Right, enough commercializing, let's get started on the stream UI. This is the most important part. What's the stream UI? Or interface, how I like to call it. When you start streaming, you want to have something of a camera in somewhere. You don't want to be dull and stream a game with camera on the left side, completely no text at all whatsoever. So we're going to make a stream UI based on what we just created in our tutorial. So nice bright colors and that kind of stuff. You can find this stream UI when it's done on the DeviantArt as well. Simply click on the banner on the DeviantArt and you can find it there as well as other stream UIs. So let's get started. Back to Photoshop, completely clean. Alright, so let's open up a new custom design. 1920 by 1080. I'm assuming that you're streaming on 1080p, but even if you're not, you can size it down if you're streaming on 720p or 540 or even 320 or for that matter 350p. I'm not completely sure. Background. Alright, let's clean the background out completely. We are gonna later on add a little bit more background, but we'll see that in a moment. We now have plenty of stock images to use from the pony side. So first of all, I want to see a cam border. There we go. No. Then google.com. And then we'll find Toonie box. Go to images. .png. Nothing so far that I like. Nothing at all. And when we're making this, if you are an XSplit streamer, you're using the XSplit software, then it's not a problem at all to put the right dimensions into your box. Like for instance, if you want to X, Y or Z it a little bit out. If you are a OBS streamer, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. You're going to have to take into account a little bit more on what the dimensions will be for your cam box. So, toy box is not it. Toon box. No. Nothing so far that I'm liking. Pony box, maybe? Yeah. Completely nothing. Here, look, North Korea. Owned by ponies, I guess. You know what? I got a great idea. I got an awesome idea. Let's make it... gem.png. Not a heart shape. We don't want to make it all too... That's Minecraft. Let's not use that. I already have a StreamUI made with Minecraft stuff. I'm gonna have to find something else. My Little Pony. You know what? This might work. Will this work? No. Why the hell not? Let's use this. Let's save this image and we're gonna call this border cam box. We'll call it cam box. There we go. Let's open it up. File. Open. Open file. There we go. Let's go to bits. Cam box. File open. Alright, so let's move that in with the moving tool, like I've taught you. And it of course is way too big. So let's go to edit, transform, scale it down. There we go. Cam shouldn't be that big. We need to take in account that it is gonna be a corner. Alright, so that's that. I think that's the good and the right dimension. Next up. Let me see. Oh wait, we forgot this. Cam border. Do not forget this at all while making your StreamUI because you will get a lot of layers. Alright, so next up is gonna be edit, transform, distort. There we go. Now it looks a little bit like it's gonna be completely movable, or you're looking up at the moment. Alright, so let's get a next picture in. Alright, file open. Let's see if we have a nice picture over here. Can we use something? I've got an amazing, awesome idea, but that might be a little bit too much. By shooting out the information text and scrolling text out of this pony's ass. Let's not do that. I am gonna add this one. So let's add this one over here. We call this Pony 1. Pony 1? No. Pony 1. And later on we're gonna change out with the blending options exactly the right dimensions, as well as do some changing on the ponies as well as the UI. So let's go to edit, transform, scale, because this pony has wings, so we can put that nicely on top. There you go. Not too small, not too big. We'll put that over here. Right? Alright, so we want a pony that's actually showing off information. You know, the stock images might not be good enough. Let me see. No, it might not be. But you know, we are able to add the sleeping pony. So let's make that pony number 2. Scale that down. Oh, first we're gonna call this pony number 2. God, this is the first and the last time I'm gonna make something of a pony, My Little Pony. I'm already done with it as it is. You know what? Let's use that over here. So, I'm cool with this dimension. Let's change it around. Edit, transform, flip horizontal, and there we go. Alright, so that's that. Let's see what we can find on clouds. I want my text to go in clouds, so here we go. Clouds.png. Well, those are real-time clouds. We don't need something like that. Maybe, do we have anything that resembles pony clouds then? Maybe. Everything evolves around pony. Might as well be the solution on that as well. Pony clouds. There we go. Pony clouds. Interesting. Is that a PNG? That's a PNG. Save. I've got a better idea. Alright, so we call this pony on cloud. Bam. Let's save that. We're gonna remove pony number 2. Delete layer. Here we go. File. Open. Where's that pony on the cloud? That's the wrong pony on the cloud. Well, it's the same pony on the cloud, but there we go. Get that in. Call this pony number 2. And scale that down. Edit, transform, scale. As usual. There we go. So we've got a cloud side, and now we're gonna find. I'm really tempted on using break shake in order to shoot scrolling text out of his ass, but or her ass. I don't even know if it's a him, her, or whatever. But we're gonna use Pony FB, the Facebook pony that I used. We're gonna use that one. Call that pony number 3. Excuse me. Like I said, do not start smoking. Pony number 3. Edit, transform, scale. Let's make it about roughly the same size as her. Looks good. Alright. So we got pony number 3. Now we have both with all our corners. Now, let's get the logo UI or the our tutorials, my logo in. There we go. Open the PNG up. There we go. As you can see, this will be the logo. And it's completely on the wrong side. I want to face it the other way, so edit, transform, horizontal, and that does not work at all. Perfect! Well, we're gonna have to figure something else out. And I've got an idea. Transform, scale. Yeah, scale. Make it a little bit smaller, there we go. Pony number 3, you're gonna move a little bit to the left. To the left, to the left. And the logo is gonna be placed over here. There we go. So we got the logo in. We got our cam border in. So happy and bright. Makes me so sad in the moment. Alright, so we got all of our corners in as well. Let's see if we can find something else. Clouds. We were looking for clouds. For text, that is. Nothing so far that I can use. I do have another idea. Yeah, why the hell not? Because we can do rainbow. Something of a more linear side. Well, this is a little bit too much linear. Give me something I can work with. That doesn't take up all of my time. You know what? We'll take a little bit of time out of it. It's actually not a nice one. This one looks good. Let's save that. We call that Rainbow Warrior. Because fuck it, America, I guess. File open. Go to bits. That's the can box. Rainbow Warrior. There we go. Get that in. Alright, so let's see. Can I distort this? Edit. Transform. Distort. Well, I can distort this. That's awesome. Yeah, that's not gonna work, isn't it? That's not what I wanted. Fine! Delete the layer. This is not something... I guess rainbows will not work. Maybe this rainbow will work. But I cannot get scrolling text on that if it's too much. Alright, let's start off with getting a regular box then. Layer, new layer. We're gonna call this transparent scroll text box. Alright, we're gonna keep that behind the ponies. Please think of this. If you're using XSplit, this works perfectly. If you're using OBS, then do not use a transparent box because you get the text behind there. Let's make it pink. Why? Because pink. Pink. That's a little bit too pink, I think. No, we'll see. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm down with that. Perfect. Let's position that right. Here we go. Alright. Perfect. Now, let's make it a little bit less opacity. It's 100% at the moment. We want to make it... No, that's a little bit too much. Make it... 50? 50%. We'll go with 50%. Excuse me. Next one. I'm gonna add a border around it. Layer, new layer. Solid text border. We call that. It's gonna go on top of the or behind the transparent scroll text. Let's position that right. Really? Oh yeah. Okay. Fair enough. We'll give it a color first. What color shall we give it? Blue. Will that work? I'm not completely sure if that color will work. That color will not work. Let's pick a different color. Orange. I think we're gonna go with orange. Yeah. Perfect. As you can see, it will completely lay out, but that's okay. Now let's start moving it right. There we go. Alright. We got that. We're gonna pick this one out again. We'll select the transparent scroll text. And this, you know, well, let's go look in over here. Oh, that's a little bit too much. Zoom out. There we go. And this is a precise work as well. Up until here, I think. Looks right. Then delete this part out. No, edit step backwards. Go to the yellow solid text border. I'm sorry guys. Delete that out. A little bit on top. With up key, left key, right key. Down key. There we go. Transparent scroll text we can move around a bit. As you can see, I'm missing out a little bit, so we're gonna edit. Transform, scale. Done. Let's go to view. It's actually not that well done, but you know, I'll keep it as it is at the moment. So we got a nice scrolling text. You know, let's add some clouds to that. Crap, that's my own channel. Clouds. Clouds. Too many clouds. Clouds. Pony clouds. I'm gonna add pony to that. Pony. Do not forget to use the PNG. You know what? We're gonna use this one as well, but not for now. I think we're gonna use that. Let me see. Why don't I get any clouds? That's not such a nice cloud, so I'm gonna add this kind of cloud. Yeah, that's the one I was looking for. Let's save that. Call that cloudy. Save. Okay. File open. Let's get cloudy in. No. Close off. There we go. It's a little bit of a different cloud. If you can find out, remember this is only a tutorial anyway. But if you can find the same amount of clouds, like for instance a couple of stock images made by the same person, then that would help you out a lot. I think that's good enough. Let's get it a little bit more down. There! Scroll text is done over here. Alright, so I wanted to remove pony number 2, or is that pony number 1? No, that's pony number... You can always go edit, step backwards, it goes to the same position again. Oh, we call this cloud. There we go. Pony number 1, we're gonna delete you. I'm terribly sorry, but we found a better pony for this. File, open. We'll get this one. This is conflicting so many levels. Trends on the background, My Little Pony stream UI on the front. This is terrible. I'm such a terrible person. Alright, transform, scale. Let's get it the same size roughly as this. Perfect. Doesn't have to be exact. And that's what we get so far. Next up, what are we gonna add? We need something off top down and donation and that kind of stuff as well, so we're gonna find and try to find something that's similar to that region. Let me see. I also have a very good idea regarding let me see, pony background .png. Alright, that's pony background. Perfect. We'll make it nice and tight. This is nice. This is not so nice. That's not so nice. The we already used. Let's get a pony into it. I like this one. I like big butts and I cannot lie. Alright, let's save this. File. Open. Where is it? Where are you? Over here. Over here! Get over here! Should add totally Scorpion into this UI. Alright! We call this, oh wait, what layer, no. Well, we call this trees. Let's call it trees. Don't make it too difficult, Arc. Edit. Transform. Scale down. Let's see. Oh, this is a very large picture as well. Completely scale that down. Oh. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Trees will go behind the solid text builder. There we go. Let's get it down a little bit more. There we go. Perfect. Let's add a layer text to that. And let's start working with the granite tool. Paint bucket, right mouse click, granite tool. There we go. Come on, Photoshop. I know you are tired. That's a little bit too much. Step backwards. A little bit more. Alright, so we've done that so far. Alright, so you got a nice background, and we'll work this out a little bit later, so this will come up to the front a little bit more. Next up, we're gonna see if we can. We might want to make it a little bit smaller. There you go. Next up, let's see. I want to get some clouds. Let's get some clouds. My Little Pony background, and I want some sky. Sky, give me some sky. Sky. Ooh, this one is nice. Save. And we can use this twice. We're gonna save that one. File. Oh, well, I forgot almost. What layer was this? Oh, this is pony number 1, I think. Yep. Let's change out the name before I forget. Pony number 1. There we go. File, open up. Let's find that sky image. There we go. Get that in. Then call that sky. No, I do not want to edit it right now. No. No. Excuse me. Can we get that nicely? Yeah, perfect. Alright. Might be actually better on that side where the sun glows. And use her for the cloudy part. No, we're not. We're not gonna do that. Alright, so we're gonna give that. And then add the layer mask again. And we're gonna work the granite tool again. Photoshop, I hate you as much as possible right now. You're very slow at the moment. Ah, that was a mistake. Step backwards. You want to get a little bit off this. Perfect. Alright. Then we'll call that Sky 1. Sky 1, you're clear to go. Roger that. Next one, open up. Get the same picture. And let's see if that works as well. We call this a Sky 2. This time we're going to use the other side. Yeah, perfect. We're going to add the layer mask again. And work the granite tool. This time I want to get the sun out. Oh man, Photoshop does not like the granite tool. Come on, work with me here. There we go. Perfect. Alright. It's starting to look like a UI already. Now, next up, I want to check if the granite took the right amount of course and if not taking too much of the game UI. So what we're going to do is we add a layer. We're going to add a green screen effect to it. So add layer. We call this green screen. Perfect. We're going to go all the way down underneath cam border. I'm going to make a nice green screen color out of it there, and then go to the paint bucket, fill that in, and as far as it looks so far, I think Sky 1 needs a little bit of granite. Get the right one. Do always get the layer mask, not the picture itself. There we go. A little bit more over here. That looks perfect. Sky 2, you're gonna have to need... Ah! There you already have it. I did not select the right layer. I selected the picture itself. A little bit more. A little bit more. There we go. Perfect! Alright. So, at any time you want to put the green screen off, you can click the eye over here and you will not show it. If you save it as a PNG file like this, the green screen will also not show. Alright, I want to have a background for this part, but I've got trees on this side, so I want to get a different picture on the other side. Do we have anything like this? No, that's a road, that will not fit. I'm not getting anything that I like so far. That does not fit at all. It's always so dark. What the hell is wrong with My Little Pony being so dark? No. No. Oh, come on. Seriously? Do you have anything else? Something a little bit more... Oh, what we'll go with... It's dark, isn't it, there? I'm gonna have to work with this. Okay, let's save this one then. Let's see what we can make out of this. File, open. Let's get that in. Alright, let's scale that down. We call this trees dark trees, because it's dark. Let's scale that to the right dimensions. You want to get a little bit out of it. There we go. So we call this that. See if we can... Perfect. Alright, add layer mask. Let's get the granite tool again. And Photoshop is definitely gonna hate me on this one. Get the borders out. Let's move it over back to the camp border. Fair enough. Normally I make borders like it, but there we go. Think this is good enough. No, it's not. As you can see, green screen is very handy right now. Oh crap. Edit, step backward, step backward. I did the picture again. Arc, pay attention. There we go. Almost. There we go. A little bit more. Perfect. Alright, let's remove the green screen again. Then we're gonna pick up the camera. We're gonna make this for XSplit. Let's make it round. There we go. Dark trees, delete. That's where the camera will be. And you know what? The dark trees are so dark, I'm gonna lower down the opacity for this. Or maybe not. I said no. Alright. We're gonna add my name to it. So our tutorial is gonna be called Arc. Come on. Everything is about the layers, guys. Everything is about the layers. So, there we go. We're gonna add over here, Arc Tutorial. Control 8. Let's give it pinkish color. There we're gonna go. And we're gonna give it a little bit of a swirly. And instead of that side, we're gonna go that side. Almost right, so let's make it 88 points. Yep, looks about right. Maybe a little bit smaller, you know, maybe 86. And give me one moment, I need to close my door. Alright, there we go. Let's move it a little bit up. No, you know what? We're gonna work with this that way. There we go. And then move it around. Alright, so that's that. Now we want to get some top donations and some other information going on here as well. And what can we add to that? So let's see what we have. Stock images, well, let's go back to My Little Pony. Background sky. We don't need a background. Just make it pony. Well, that looks nice. You know what? I like this. Will that work with our UI? No, it will not. And I'm still not too sure about the dark trees. That's a little bit too much for me. That's a little bit too dark. The rest is a little bit too bright, so we're gonna change that out later on. Come on. So many My Little Pony art. Needs to be something I could use. Anything at all? Nope. So far, absolutely nothing. There are some amazing artists out there that can do quite some funny stuff, I assume. Right, so we're gonna have to improvise something, I guess. Not a problem. That's my inkjet, who's totally empty. File open up. Let's see what we have on the... You know what? I got a great idea here. Let's use the apple orchard again. Edit. Scale down. Oh yeah, that used to be a very large picture. Gonna name it in a moment. I did not forget, guys. Do not worry about it. Almost. Almost. Yep, there we go. We call this the Walk of Life. Right, Walk of Life is gonna go all the way behind the dark trees. There we go. We're gonna cut a part out, as in this part, around this part. Yeah, looks good, if I'm correct. Yeah. Eh. Yeah, well, edit, transform, scale. There we go. Let's see. Let's delete this part too. We still want to make it completely. You know what? Let's do it in trees as well. There we go. Maybe we want to go up a little bit on the... Step backwards. Where was I? The Walk of Life. Not completely satisfied. Edit. Remove. Let's remove that one. We'll make a new one. Because I got a great idea. Let's remove the dark trees as well. It's all about fiddling around, guys. It's all about fiddling around. Open up. Maybe we find something better. Here, this one works way better. There we go. It's a little bit small though. Can work around with that. Edit. Because what you can scale smaller, you can also scale bigger. Yep. Perfect. Alright. So now we're gonna do some customization. Let me see. Let's remove up until here. For now. Let's see if we can do something with the magic wand. The magic wand. We cannot do anything with the magic wand. Perfect. And we're gonna do it differently. Nothing at all? Fine. Actually we can. Magic wand over here. As you can see. Then right mouse click on it. Select inverse. Will that remove everything? Yeah. That's okay. Oh wait, edit, step backward, step backward. Then layer 1 is gonna be bubbles. And duplicate layer. We're gonna call this bubble. No, we're gonna call it bubbles. Bubbles 1, select inverse, we already did that, delete. There we go, if you see, there we go. Alright, so let's see if we can use the magic wand one more time. We can't. What if we add bubbles? We're gonna have to do this manually. I'm gonna remove up to here. Let's go a little bit back. There we go. Then move in. There we go. Doesn't have to be that precise over here because there's going to be a layer underneath it. So that's perfect. However, this part is a little bit difficult. So we're going to use very small and tiny things. But we're going to modify it as well. So there you go. This is why people hate Photoshop, because it's precise work. If you want to do it right. That is. There we go. Wow, I might just cut this part out. This has got to be the most boring thing to do. Actually, I can do this way faster. Why are you taking so long, Arc? There you go. You can also do this with the eraser tool if you want to. I prefer to do it this way. Actually, I am gonna use the eraser tool right now. Let's make it a little bit smaller. It requires a little bit of a steady hand. And I will be right back once I'm done with this. Alright, welcome back. Now we finally are ready to remove yet another part on Bubbles 2. So let's remove about a quarter of that. Remove. And Bubbles 1 will move all the way over here. There we go. Bubbles 2. Add anything bright to that? No. Let's edit step backwards. So we're gonna add with bubbles 1, we're gonna, or bubbles 2, we're gonna remove this part as well. And we'll remove them bubbles 1. That's the scroll text. Perfect. Alright. Bubbles 1. Can I get a little bit more up? There we go. Remove that as well with bubbles 1. It starts to look like something. Alright, so we got clouds and everything up here. The nice little flowers. What do we want? Where did we keep that? The cab border. We're gonna go with position that a little bit better. A little bit higher. There we go. Then of course our tutorial needs to go up as well. Maybe a little bit more to the left. There we go. And then let's see. Bubbles number 2. We're gonna have to stroke you a little bit. You know, before we're gonna do that, we're gonna combine bubbles number 1 and bubbles number 2. Press Control, click both of them, and then merge layers. Do not merge visibles, because that will merge everything over here. Right? Blending options, stroke, and that gives us a nice way to clean up. But the stroke we're gonna make very yellow, I think. Yellow is a little bit too much, I guess. Green? Also a little bit too much. Maybe we're not gonna stroke it. Maybe we're gonna give it an outer glow. Other color outer glow. Yeah, that kind of gives it a little bit of a shadowy part on it, and I'm totally cool with that. Alright, next up we're gonna add the tutorial part, or the cam border part. We're gonna make a small stroke over there. Not too thick, so let's keep it on 1. Our tutorial. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a blending option as well. Stroke. Ooh, that's a lot. Let's keep you on 2. Yeah, perfect. Then pony number 1. I'm gonna give you a stroke as well. Of 1. Then let's collapse that. Pony number 2, you're getting a stroke. You're getting a stroke of 1. There we go. Pony number 3 gets a little bit of a bigger stroke if she survives it. Well, maybe she's getting 2. Yeah, she's getting a stroke of 2. And pony number 2 gets a little bit of a drop shadow. Well, let's do that to the other ponies as well. But the distance is going to be a little bit worse. Let's see, distance. And spread. Maybe size. Size of 7 looks good. 23. Blending options. Drop shadow. No, that's pony number 1. Blending options. Drop shadow. This was 7. Perfect. Alright. We want to get that to the cam border as well. Blending options. Drop shadow. I'm gonna increase the opacity on this one. Size it out. Spread it out a little bit. And distance. Distance it a little bit more. There we go. Maybe 6. 6 is about right. There we go. And then of course we got this little cloud. We want to get that a little bit out as well. So let me see. We had a cloud over here. There we go. Blending option. See what does stroke do. A stroke of 2. And then drop shadow. Distance it out. Alright, perfect. I'm still not content with the border over here, but since the border is not particularly well done, we're gonna add an extra border layer to it. Layer, new layer, border. Not too thick. Ah, come on. Photoshop, why do you continue to aggravate me? There we go. That border we're gonna put behind the bubbles. There we go. Let's give it a nice color. Bluish? Purplish, maybe. Reddish. We're gonna try red first. We can always change that out. No, red is not the right color. This we can work with. Alright, so we're gonna move it out. There we go. So we have a nice distinction between the underground part and the rest of the game stream. The logo. We're gonna have to do something with the logo as well. And since pony number 3 is taking up quite a lot of space, we're gonna move pony logo a little bit more to the right side. Why? Photoshop, seriously, you're pissing me off very badly at the moment. There we go. And the logo, giving it a little bit of an outer glow. Not completely sure on what color yet, but let's size it out, spread it out a little bit. We're gonna give it the color red. No. Yellow? I'm cool with yellow. Perfect, and then drop a little bit of shadow into it. Distance it, opacity up. Size. Spread it a little bit further. There we go. In inner shadow maybe? Nah. Vellenbrost? Yeah, perfect. I didn't have to change anything about that. Perfect, so alright. We're pretty much almost done. So let's add some other things here as well. No, nothing there. I'm gonna add top donator. Or what do people usually have? Yeah, top donation. Let's control A. Let's make that about 24 points. That's a little bit small, 36. That we can work with. Top donation. Cool. Let's give it a little bit of a different color though. Purplish. Yeah, we're gonna go with this. There we go. So we got a top donation. Let's make another one. Top love subscribe? No, what do you add actually to that? Current song played? Maybe? Nah. Let me see, what else do you add to that? Top donation. Top donation. Latest donation. And maybe you want to wiggle that around a little bit, because top donation is something that you want to put in the middle. A little bit over here. And then the top donation we're going to make it a little bit bigger. I think I'm going to like that. So instead of 36 points we're going to go to 42. 48 is a little bit. 48 looks pretty good. Maybe even 50. Gonna make that 50. And then latest donation we're gonna make a little bit smaller. That's 36, so we're gonna make that 32. There we go. And let's get that in position as well. Need some space for getting names in. What else do we have? What else do we have? Let's see. Last subscriber. We're gonna make that, and we're gonna give that a 32 as well. Let's get everything right into position. Last subscriber, we're gonna make it a little bit more to the left. We're gonna have to have some space on it, otherwise we're not getting the name. Top donation a little bit over here. Alright, so let's add another layer. Layer. New. There we go. And we call this blue sky. Cool. Cool. Alright. Let's make it a little bit thicker than normal. Give that the color of the sky. Photo bucket. There we go. And let's get that over to there we go. Do we want to border it? Or do we want to not completely sure. The rest looks a little bit. Let's try this out. Layer mask, granite tool. That's a little bit too much. On one side, that is. And a step backwards. See, I've got to go up a little bit more. There we go. Granite tool again. Let's get the green screen. Yeah. Perfect. Alright. Let's get the last donation, or last subscriber, into the right dimension of this. Seems legit. Green screen out. Okay, that's about it. Let's add one more pony. Which pony do we want to add? Yes, we're gonna add this pony. Again, we're gonna have to get away from the signature. There we go. I'm terribly sorry, original creator. But that's the way and how it's gonna be. Alright. No. Edit. Feature swarm. Scale. Maybe a little bit smaller. Alright, and we call this pony number 4. We're gonna keep this above our tutorial, but we're gonna add the cam border twice. Duplicate layer. Duplicate layer. Cam border 2. Okay. Let's get that cam border out. Remove the rainbow. See if we can do that easier now with the tool. Perfect. See? Select inverse, delete, no, edit, step backwards. Select inverse, perfect, delete. Doesn't have to be that precise though. There we go. Let's get that cloud back into position. But this time the cloud, cam border 2, will be on top of pony number 4. There we go. Pony number 4 will get a reposition. And we're gonna work with pony number 4 in order to get her a little bit of a stroke. One would be enough. And a drop shadow. And there you have it. Perfect! Top donation, last subscriber and all that kind of stuff we're gonna do a little bit as well. Blending options, we're gonna give that a little bit of a stroke, but not the black color. I'm gonna give it a stroke of 2, I think, even 1. We're gonna give that a color bright pink. Or green. Like this color, absolutely love it. Perfect. Right. Number 2. As you can see, it's already quite a lot of layers over here. We're gonna give this stroke a totally, completely different other color. We'll give this one yellow. Perfect. And then top donations, blending options, we'll give that one a stroke of, well, maybe we're gonna keep it on 3. Blue is not gonna work though, I think. No, that's a little bit too much of the orange. Got green, yellow, orange. Maybe red? Yeah, but we're gonna smallen dough on it. There we go. So it's a very fluffy stream UI we made so far. Let's find one more thing out over here. Pony. And as I mentioned before while I was starting to make this stream UI, Pony Rainbow, because I like rainbows. Alright, where the hell are here? Pony Rainbow. Fine. Wasn't it Pony? No? Maybe Rainbow. Maybe. Yeah, that's the one I was looking for. Okay, so what do we have over here? No. No. Oh, it would only be no. No. I can work with this though, I guess. Save images as. Save. Save computer, save for God's sake! There we go. File, open. Get the rainbow out. Before we're gonna do that, let's remove this. Nope. Alright, so now we're gonna edit and transform it completely as we want it. First of all, we're gonna have to flip it vertically. Then we're gonna edit, transform, rotate. Then we're gonna edit, transform horizontally, if I'm correct. Transform vertically. I always have a problem with these things. Step backwards. No. I'm almost having it. I almost had it, guys. There. Edit. And then horizontally. No! Step backwards. Transform. Transform. Vertically. Yeah, well, I can work with this. Free transform then. Here we go. And I have no idea what to put this. Really? Fine, I'll make a corner over here. Because I can. America! There we go. Call this rainbow. Bam. And Rainbow is gonna disappear into... God damn it, seriously? Oh come on, Facebook, or Facebook, Photoshop, seriously man. There we go. Oh, that actually doesn't look bad at all. No. Where's Rainbow? There we go. Let's edit it a little bit. Give it a small stroke of 2. Maybe even of 1. Drop a shadow on it. And we're pretty much done. It's a very simple UI, unlike the other ones I created for other streamers. If you want to check them out, please press the DeviantArt banner on the Art Tutorial Twitch site, and you can find the other banners there as well. I can make them pretty much as they go. I hope you like the tutorials regarding the graphical art site. We're gonna make some graphical art tutorials later on for Facebook, Twitter, and all that kind of crap that you're gonna need. Well, a little bit more on the advanced side of streaming. So this is a process that's going over several months. You want to do that over several months. I'll see you on episode number 3. Episode number 3 will be about the bots we're gonna use on our channel. We're gonna give some information as well as insight and setup on those bots and what they're actually being used for. I'm Arctomian for now. I hope you liked it. I hope you subscribe and share this. And I'll see you on the next episode. Ta-ta.